What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
And you got your boy Ham, a.k.a. Carlos Baleba. It's going to be the next player that we're taking from Brighton. Got my eye on him, bro.
Why do you want to come to you guys?
Why would you not? We don't want to go to United.
Brighton are going to finish above both of us.
Well, Brighton will finish above you, but they're going to finish above us. Okay, slow your roll.
Where's Brighton now? The same level on points with you, right?
Yeah, above United.
No level points. We're catching you now. We're coming.
Who, like the rapper Common? Or you know, what you about?
Coming. We're coming. Comma.
Okay.
What we're saying though, this is this is actually the final international break
Thank
before next year, though, right?
Thank God.
Yeah, because once we come back, then the
It's
games
all
will
hands
come
to the pump
fast.
till
Yeah,
March.
yeah, until March, basically. What's been happening though? How's your week, boys?
It's been cool, man.
Good.
Cool.
You don't sound happy, Am. What's going on, bro?
Nah, good, man. I'm just got holiday blues.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You went away, innit?
How's the trip, man?
Yeah, good, man. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Now you're back here.
Yeah, no, but out there the weather was good. Obviously for November, trying to get good weather is mad, isn't it? But that was good. The resort that we stayed at was just 10 out of 10.
Fire.
Oh, it was 10 out of 10. I don't want to say because they're not paying me. But yeah, it was sick. And there was so much there was bare people out there. That bumped into at least maybe like 5 or 6 other black couples. I bumped into my brethren's younger sister. She was out
serious?
there for her birthday with her partner. They just got married recently as well.
Okay.
So yeah, lovely place.
Okay.
Lovely place.
Cool. Well, firstly, people, if you can please subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends and family, turn on your notifications so you know whenever we upload on YouTube. For everyone that's comment, thank you for coming. And for those that haven't, please comment, ask us a question. We're more than happy to be challenged. We're happy to answer your questions. And don't forget, we are sponsored by Talks Ange, the perfume. If you can go on the website, www.talksange.co.uk, with the promo code Red Divided, all in caps, 10% off. You won't be disappointed.
No.
Oh,
Cool. Where should we start today? There's only one place to start anyway. Let's just go straight to the big game, the London derby.
I thought we were gonna start with you guys.
No, it's all right. We can wait.
You guys went to Europe for once, bro.
bruh.
We can wait. You can come back to us.
You come back to us.
You come back to
we've
us.
been winning games now.
I'm loving this confidence, you know.
We've been winning games.
I'm loving this confidence. This is what Ruben Amorim does, yeah.
Winning games.
This is what Ruben Amorim does, yeah.
It is what it is.
All right.
Well, look, let's just start with Arsenal anyway. Look, 1-1 draw today. I think, was it the last episode we had prior to the last international break? We previewed the next 5 games, and we predicted roughly how many points both of the teams are going to get. I think with Arsenal, it was 10 onwards, right? I think out of 15, we predicted probably 10, 12 or whatever it is. Obviously, there's still one more, which is at home to Forest. But out of the 4, out of the possible 12, you've gained 2.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So if we win, okay, sorry, so that 5.
So like...
Oh, you guys have hit your points tally. Remember we said 6 and 7.
Yeah. But look, we'll get into all of that in a bit, and how you feel about getting that amount of points with the runs.
Bring out calculator, please.
I think it's clear. It's clear. There's nothing else to calculate. I don't think you've only won post international, but you only won League Cup
in the league,
Carabao Cup. You haven't won in the league, or you haven't won. You haven't won in the league. Look, let's just go into today's game first, and then we'll talk about how you feel about only getting 2 points from the last 4. What's your thoughts on today's game?
Going into it, there's a lot of talk about it's got to be a must win and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But really, that wasn't none of my concerns, to be fair. Same again, just putting a good performance, and then that's the platform to go get the result. And obviously, because Liverpool won and City lost, so it was a bit like, okay, cool. Liverpool are 9 points clear, and that would leave City, I think, 5 in it at the start of today.
Yeah.
And obviously, still in a lot of Arsenal fans' mind, we feel like we're chasing City, even though it's kind of disrespectful to Liverpool. Yeah, because Liverpool are 9 points clear. But it's like if City was 9 and it was the other way around, then it would be a bit more doom and gloom, innit? So you're going into this game thinking, okay, cool. If we can pick up the 3 points, pick it up. Don't lose the game. That was my thing because it's a big game, and obviously we've got that good run going on against the traditional top six where we haven't lost since I think last season or something. So I wasn't going into it thinking we would lose the game. I just wanted to see my team turn up in it, and I was more infused when I saw the first 11 as well. Martin's, but I've been smiling all day, bro. I've been smiling. Even when I just been smiling. I was my girl. I've been smiling all day, bro. Once I saw that, my captain, my favorite player, everything was back in the team. My spirit was just high. I was just happy. Like you can see on my face, just smiling, bro. So I got Martin back, and I got my midfield three: Martin, Rice, and Partey. And you're going into it feeling, okay, cool. That's the best 11 we could put out, give or take Calafiori. But that's the best 11 we could put out. And then you're thinking, okay, Declan's got a toe injury that they're saying. But I didn't even care about that either because mine was like, stick an injection in it.
Yeah.
Stick a fucking injection in it. And then you're going to pull out from the England camp.
That's cool.
And then you'll recover in 2 weeks. So got the team out there. And we started, first half was pretty much, I called it a dog shit performance when I messaged in my group chat, innit? It was a dog shit first half, to be fair. There's nothing really going on. Cole Palmer's had a good shot in the first 2 minutes, put their intention out there. Rise made a good save. But then we've kind of got into it a bit, but there's nothing really going on in the game. Yeah. And then we get our goal from Havertz. And I thought it was a goal at first view, and I didn't really see it. I just looked up and we scored, didn't it? So I think in 1-0 up, cool. That's obviously a good. So I think that was like 30-something minutes, isn't it? And like I said, nothing was really going on in the game. Yeah. So we've gone one up now before half time. That's a good position to be in. But obviously you see it and you see that he's leaning off.
As soon as you see it,
As soon as I saw it back, you're leaning offside, so cool. So we go in and, like I said, there was nothing really to speak about in the first half. The performance wasn't bad from us, considering how bad we were against Newcastle. It was a step up from that. So it was just like, okay, cool. The boys have come to play and we're trying to put our best foot forward, innit? Obviously, we're playing against a good Chelsea side, good players and whatnot. But the first half performance wasn't like completely shit. It was just from both sides, it wasn't great, innit? There's nothing in it. So second half we come out and I thought we was good. I thought it was good in the second half. I thought we just trying to get Odegaard into the game a bit more because I thought in the first half we was missing the basic passes out to him, but it's almost forgetting that he's there. You know, like he's been out for so long. It's almost thinking this is how we play. You know, we play from there. We build up with Ben, Odegaard, and Saka, and that never happened once in the first half. Isn't it the triangle that we like? But second half, I thought we was getting a better foothold in the game. I thought Thomas would come into the game a bit more. I thought the boys at the back was recycling the ball a lot quicker and whatnot. And it kind of felt like if someone was going to score, it would be us. I didn't really see them do anything attacking wise. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. And then I think there wasn't another one. So we got our goal, and it was a lovely goal. We'll see who's involved. Skipper. Obviously, lovely build up. Thomas, him. Martinelli gets it. Good goal. I was already cussing him already, but you know how I feel about Martinelli. But mine was just more of the pack. My gripe with Martinelli, which I told to all Arsenal fans, and my position won't change on it, is like, because in the build up he isn't brilliant in the build up. So if he's not scoring, it's very hard for him to justify exactly because it's very hard for me to watch him as a fan and feel like there's something in there, and I want him to do, and I want him to become a world beater, but when I watch him against his fullback, there's nothing going on here. And even in build-up, there's nothing going on there. So if he's not putting the ball in the back of the net, then it's almost like, okay, cool, we can do without.
It's like Haaland. He wouldn't be playing if he's not scoring goals.
Exactly. And going back a step, in the first half, I think the only good chance we had was with him when we had a shot. And then it's him, and then he doesn't do nothing with it. He just hits it.
He has
cool.
to follow up because somebody else shoots, and then he had to follow up.
Exactly, he had to follow up, and he doesn't really do nothing with it. So he gets a good goal. It's a good finish. It's shit from the goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez, because you should never get beat on your near side. But it's a lovely pick up from Odegaard. It's a lovely goal. You're thinking, cool, 1-0 with like half an hour to go. And I know my team. I know we can stink out the joint, innit? And pretty much not concede no chances and leave there 1-0. But they get a good goal. It's a good goal from Neto. It's a good goal. And I'm not really going to rip our defence because it's a good goal in terms of he finds a pocket of space and he hits it from there, whereas my players are probably not anticipating that he's going to come off the line. Because if you think all game, Saka, Martinelli wide, Noni and Pedro wide. None of our wingers have actually come inside the game to affect it. But when you're losing 1-0 either, you'll know more than me. You played up front. You try things a bit more when you're chasing the game, innit? Yeah. Even as a defender, you might try things more as a midfielder. You might try things. So I think Neto's just thought, I was just wondering, instead of him playing it to me here.
I've seen that pattern though with Arsenal.
I'll just wander in.
Where the defenders always drop back and you're almost daring sometimes because I feel like
allow the shot.
Daring teams to have shots because you're overprotective of your own like the box, like within like the space in front of the keeper. You're slightly overprotective of it. That this is one of the first times you've actually been punished for it because I've seen it quite a few times. It's happened with. I think he had a shot in the first half as well. What's his name?
Cole Palmer.
Yeah. I've seen a pattern of this where when you play games there where you're almost daring, like by the time any of your centre backs react,
it's too late.
It's too
Yeah,
late.
yeah,
So
too
they're
late.
almost the first priority is let's defend our box
Yeah,
first,
it's more like-
rather than like.
We'll give you a chance.
Yeah,
proactive.
Yes,
yeah.
defend.
Rather than so, it's a pattern. But so this is the first time. Obviously, look, you haven't been punished for it through during the course of the season. But I have seen a pattern of it where I think we spoke about it in the Spurs game on here where we said that the only time I think was Kulusevski that took a shot at the end of the game or something where you're almost daring someone to shoot and you give them the opportunity. And it is the Premier League, innit? There will be one player, and obviously example is today with Neto with the quality where he's able to finish it hard and low, hard for the keeper. But apart from that was
And I thought that was a good finish. And then after that, once again, I thought for us anyway, for me knowing obviously the performance against Newcastle, we didn't really dip after that. It wasn't like backs against the wall, Chelsea. It was still like pretty much us in there. I don't want to say dominate. I don't think we dominated the second half, but it was in the ascendancy in terms of
You know
and
how the game can flip when.
And we made two good subs, because I say good subs because they both impacted our performance. We took off Martinelli and took off Rice, brought on Trossard and brought on Mourinho. I thought Mourinho was really secure, really composed, really done well on the ball, offering a lot more ball security and a lot more progression. He's more press resistant than Declan Rice, isn't it? In terms of like he can get it and resist the press and then spin out and try and play, whereas Dec can resist the press, but Dec's going to play backwards, isn't it? Or he's going to go safe first, isn't it? Whereas Mourinho's trying to get it and wriggle out of it and then make something happen on the offensive end. And you saw Trossard as well trying to provoke something on the side. So you saw that. And then we had two big chances. But I do think the last one where everyone's raving about was offside. You know,
that was offside.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that was offside.
But then there's one. Then obviously Saka's put a really good one in where Marino's just missed it. So in terms of chance creation, we didn't have that in the first half.
And
but
that's
in the
another
second
pattern.
half,
Sorry to cut you. That's another pattern. The amount of times I've seen him put in great balls.
yeah, same as Newcastle.
Same as when no one there's no one there.
And he was there. Marino's there. It's just overhit a little, or the run's not there quick enough. It's just fine margins that we speak about all the time, innit? Because he puts those in, and if it's like he puts less on it, or they make the run a second earlier, it's a beautiful marriage. The ball's perfect, the run's perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I thought the chance creation was there, and I thought if anyone was going to win it, it would have been us. Because like I said, same again, I don't really remember Raya doing anything in the second half other than picking the ball up out the back of the net for Neto. Whereas we were trying to provoke it. And at the end of the day, if it's a 1-1 draw away to Stamford Bridge, you're never going to snip your nose at it. Could we have won it? Yes. I don't think there was jeopardy in us losing it. So we'll take the point. I'm 9 points off, and we'll take the point and see where it takes us.
Yeah, it's a long season, and people are still going to drop points. Well, I believe people.
Yeah. So. But the good thing for Arsenal fans, the good thing for people is that there was a performance level there that we could look at and say we wasn't shit. We didn't stink out the joint. We didn't overly create bare chances, but we created enough chances to win the game. And did we limit a good Chelsea side to chances? Yes, that Chelsea team that we saw play Liverpool, put in a good performance away to Liverpool at Anfield, still lost the game but put in a good performance. And I felt like we kind of nullified them. And I didn't see Cole Palmer, other than the shot, didn't see him all game.
Yeah, I think
Didn't see him all
I
game.
think he got shut out after the first 10 minutes.
Didn't see him all game.
So they was able to find him within the first 10 minutes. But after that, he turned. I remember he turned Thingy. Oh, that was a disgusting turn. He turned Thomas in the first half.
Yeah.
Then they found him a couple times and they just struggled. I think same thing, and I think it was vice versa. They struggled. The only difference is Odegaard got on the ball more in the second half. He wasn't. I think those are the two key plays that both teams was looking for. And I couldn't really find both of them because Odegaard came deep in the first half to pick up the ball.
Yeah.
And it's unlikely him to be playing
that.
a long ball from that deep. Usually he likes to get at the edge of the box and he likes to play at the edge of the box. But so they both struggled in the first half, but he just never came out of that.
He wasn't. And that's two back-to-back for me for him now, which is probably him and Maresca will have a conversation about it. Because it's Liverpool away and it's us, and he's a big player playing in these big games where the onus is on him to show up, innit?
Yeah, I just don't think it's all him. They can't find him, and I think it's one how Maresca set the tactics to where it's either because the thing with him is because he's almost a number 10 in it, and it's not like a central midfielder. So he's a winger playing in the central midfield role. Where with Odegaard, if he's not finding the ball, he will come a bit deeper, play with them to go and get it. He wants to be found at the edge of Arsenal box. He's not going to come. He doesn't like coming too deep to get the ball. So that's the difference between him. So obviously they rely on him and they expect him to impact the game.
Yeah.
But if they can't find him, what else is teams are making it hard, especially in this big games. Yeah, they know in order for them to take, he has to be on the ball. Teams are making it difficult. Same way they made it difficult for you to find Odegaard in the first half. but they've done it for the whole game. Odegaard's managed to free himself.
And he's just got to find a way.
Yeah, he's just got to find a way. So he's
Gotta find a way.
They've got to help him, and he's also got to find a way.
Yeah,
I think they're
100%.
both. He needs the help of the manager of the team, and he's also got to find a way. If it's down to you just pulling out to the left for a bit, getting someone else to come in,
Which he was trying to do because he was trying to find pockets on the side of our midfield.
yeah, but he just
wasn't getting it.
He kept on coming to Cucurella's side.
Yeah, him and Ben
Yeah.
White was in contact a lot.
A lot. So I thought if I was him, I would have gone to Madueke's side more than anything. But he just kept on coming to Cucurella's side. Look, I
thought
as
he
you said,
done a good job on him.
that's 2 games in a row that he has, 2 big games, and this is what makes a difference.
100%.
Really, like the impact. But the thing with him is, though, I honestly do think he's a top player, though. But he needs to start making a difference in these big games, because every time I watch him, the quality he has on the ball,
He always does bits.
it's
Just
when he
does
does
something
when he
cool.
gets the ball, and obviously the easy Chelsea fans does the comparison with him and Saka, blah blah blah. But the more and more I watch him this
I don't
season,
even question him.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. Sometimes
it is what it is. But the more I watch him, but I have to give him credit, though. But obviously, in terms of the big games, he's got to turn up from now on. That's about it. Anything else in the game? Look, I think I agree with what you say in terms of how you describe the game. I don't think there's anything else to it apart from what you said. The best chance of the game was probably Gusto's chance.
The header.
Yeah, I think that was the best chance of the game. If they won 1-1, we'll see.
Yeah, because I don't think Trossard's chance was easy. I got people in my group chat and Twitter screaming that Trossard should have scored. But it was like, when we've got it and it's a bit of a scramble and it's come to him.
I don't think so.
It's a volley, it's hard,
Yeah.
bruv. It's like knee high.
I thought
it's
Gusto,
easy-
and
it's
especially
easy
when
to
like
make
the
statements.
split.
And he's coming in. I mean, I dropped to the
Yeah.
ground when he missed it.
Yeah.
But I didn't drop to the ground, oh my God, he should have scored.
Scored.
Type of
No,
thing. Just
no,
more
no,
like
no.
a...
Chance. It's a
Exactly.
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think Gusto's chance was the best chance of the game.
And that was in the first half.
I
Yeah.
thought, that was in the first half. I said I was talking to Tolks, and I said, if Arsenal scored, the best thing Chelsea wants from this game is to score first. Because Arsenal score first, they're not going to score. And third use to them, they
they got a
got
good guy,
to
yeah.
go out of it. And yeah, as I said, good goal by Neto. Happy friend. Because I thought Neto had a good game.
Yeah,
I thought
good
he
game.
had a game. He had a good. He done well against Ben, and I thought when he had him on a yellow, he would do a bit more, but he didn't do anything.
He didn't, yeah.
Yeah. But then I was glad he kept him on and took Madueke off, because Madueke's been having a stinker.
Yeah, Noni weren't doing nothing.
He's been not
Yeah,
just
no,
this
no.
game. He's been having a stinker. Not even just. I don't know.
You know what I didn't understand is when he was pissed that it was coming off.
bro? I just don't get it. Like, bro, you've been having.
You know, like when you know that you've had a shocker, yeah, and you're imagining to take
It's
you
not
off.
with just this game.
Yeah, it's
But
like,
you've been like it's the last 2-3
Come on,
games.
bro.
How has he even got back into the England
yeah.
squad? So it
And it's a
doesn't make
packed
sense
Chelsea
anymore.
team, so you got to be pulling up
You got
strings.
you can't be. You just can't be turning up.
Because you look at the application between him and Pedro Neto, it's night and day. It's night and day.
Yeah. No, I thought it was.
But yeah, I thought Neto had a good game.
All right, just a quick one. So we was talking about it.
Super happy.
Just either you got any more points?
No.
Yeah. We was talking about it. So how do you feel? 2 points from 12. Obviously you are a title.
What do you mean? Put it in context, bro.
Bro, we said 12
Yeah,
before.
I said 11. I said 11.
So
Yeah, it's fine. What's your point? What point are you trying to make?
That 2 is low.
Yeah, it's low, okay, but what point are you trying to make? What point are you trying to make?
It's very near to 0, bro.
like just sum it up. Obviously, post international break hasn't been like performance hasn't been great.
Yeah.
And you've only gained 2 out of it. What's your thoughts on
Okay,
it
wait.
going
Where are we going far back? Where are we going back to, Tom? What game are we going back to?
post international break? So it'll be the first one will be Bournemouth. You lost to Bournemouth.
So we're not doing Southampton then?
Nah.
So we're not doing Southampton. So you're saying after international?
After international break.
No, wait.
You want us to be
No,
specific?
no. That's
You
why
want us to give us daytime
I
time.
think we the last game when we did the preview
Yeah,
was
it's been peak, fam.
was
Yeah,
the last game before international. We did the preview for the last 5 games. Next 5 games, because ideally Forest should be part of it, but obviously that's after international. So we should have just. So yeah, look how do you feel about it? And in terms of like moving forward, what do you think needs to change?
Moving forward for me is not that's the easier of the 2 things, because I definitely think once you get the players back, you just saw in the performance against Inter, obviously Odegaard didn't play in that. We might talk about that, but that was a level up from the Newcastle game performance, especially at San Siro away from home. Good side. You saw us today at Chelsea, and like I said, the only person we're probably missing is Ricky Calafiori, and so I think for us it's just getting everyone back and we can get our gameplay back. I don't see us falling away like that. I don't watch us this season, and honestly, I don't think that my team has fallen off from what I saw in the last 2 seasons. Like a lot of Arsenal fans feel like, oh my God, we're Stoke or we're this, that, and the other. I honestly don't think that. I think a lot of the games have been needs must, and we shot ourselves in the foot. So we played Bournemouth away. That's a game that you expect us to take 3 points. We took 0 points from it, but I honestly believe if Saliba don't get sent off, we win that game. So then I definitely think moving forward, it's an easier fix for Mikel. I think Mikel's just hoping and praying this international break goes smoothly. Everyone's back. He's got a fully fit squad to play with. I'm trying to think who is injured. Probably just Tomiyasu and Kieran Tierney, but they're probably on the outside.
They're all
Exactly.
anyway, so.
Exactly. He's got Martin. We've got our captain back. He's gonna be able to have Mourinho, Odegaard, Partey, right? So he can play around with that midfield however he wants to. And they're still gonna use Havertz as a focal point. We'll still use Saka right then. And left wing, he can do what he was doing last season. Martinelli, Trossard, which was working because Trossard dovetailing off Martinelli last season, whether it was 20 or impact, was doing all right. And you've seen Trossard start for us this season. It hasn't been as impactful. So you go back to that. So I honestly don't think moving forward it's going to be that big of an issue. I definitely still think, that's why I still think, can we win the league? Yes, because I definitely think that we can put a run of games back to back. We can put performances back to back. And with me, the better performances we have, the more likely and we increase our probability of winning the games. In terms of the points that we've picked up, the Bournemouth one speaks for itself, like I just said. And obviously going away to Newcastle, that can happen. Ideally, you don't want to lose to Newcastle, but we can go to St James's Park and lose. And then the 2 draws we've got is against Liverpool and Chelsea, which isn't the end of the world. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world. Like, especially the Liverpool game, could we have won that game? Probably. But if I'm ending up with my back four of Miles Skelly, Kivior, Ben White, and Thomas Partey with 20 to go, probably take the 2-2 at the end of the day. And then, like I said, today, ideally we would have wanted to win the game from when we went 1-0 up. You're thinking if anyone's going to be able to hold out a 1-0 win, it's probably us, that we can do it. And we didn't. And it's a good goal from Pedro Neto. So, yeah, it's 2 points from 12, which is, of course, it's not ideal.
Yeah, I say that, though. On the flip side, we can just use Liverpool as an example in it because like, they are challenges, and we know they're going to be challenges, but we just don't think that they will win the league. At the moment, we don't think they'll win the league.
Yeah.
On the flip side, you look at their games, and it's quite similar to yours, and I think they've taken 10 out of they're playing Brighton, they played Villa, they played Chelsea, they played you, and I can't remember the one.
So that'll be 4, because we're talking about our 4.
Yeah,
that's what we've been
so
4.
On the flip side, so if arguably you can say their one is probably even more difficult than yours. Look,
they played.
Fortunately, they haven't.
It's possible for them to win the league. I think what we'll say is that they haven't impressed us in terms of their football.
No, they haven't.
Yeah,
they haven't.
But they can win the league like that very easily.
Yeah,
very easily.
I'm not saying. I just say we didn't think they was going to win the league. Well, they're not what our predictions at the beginning of the season anymore. I don't think we were ever saying no, they can't win the league. But I'm just saying on the flip side, I know obviously. Do you think? Yeah. Do you think this? I know at the moment it's still a long way to go.
Yeah, 100%.
But then, it's kind of like the City last year in the sense that where do you think it can potentially impact you going into? Because if Liverpool don't drop off as we think they will, or they don't drop the points that the big games, if they're able to get over those hurdles as well and gain something from it, do you think these games like this, moments like periods like this, will potentially hinder you from winning the league?
100%. But I think you've won leagues, and for me, when it comes to trying to win a league, everyone's gonna have a blip in the season. It's how quickly you can get back onto the bike and start putting together 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins and come out of the blip. We're going for a blip now. If we're taking 2 from 12, that's a blip, right? Liverpool probably haven't gone through one, but I definitely predict that they will go for a blip. But their blip might just be 3 games, and their 3 games might be 3 draws, not 3 losses.
Yeah.
Or it might be 2 losses and a draw.
Yeah.
The only reason why I said that I think we can still win is because I know that we would have to go and collect 22 wins out of 27 games or something to go, which is going to be very difficult. But if we do that, then we're relying on Liverpool to go and drop X amount of points. Yeah. So it's just about how quickly we can get out of this blip, and hopefully it's Nottingham Forest at home, and we get back on the bike and we win that, and we get back into a run of games or we're winning games. And whenever Liverpool's blip is, we're still at a point where we're still reading off the wins in order to catch them, because that's what we have to rely on now.
And that's kind of like the point I was trying to make, and maybe Ade can just touch on it, is just their bit. Do you think 2 points from a bit is too much? Because if, let's say, Liverpool goes through their bit and they're able to gain 4 or 5 from it, does that make a difference?
I think it's a hell of a lot, but also the reason why I don't think it's too much this particular season is I feel as if the points tally at the end of the season is going to be
And teams will take points of each other.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anywhere like historic. If it was a historic season, I'll be like pretty much thinking it's not over, but it's close to being over. But this season, I think people are going to drop points.
Yeah.
Tidily.
I think you're both definitely right because the league now obviously tells you that. Because how tight the league is from second, take first and second off, 13th to like 14th, there's only like 4 or 5 points to like third place, which at this point of the season, normally you start seeing
seeing a bit.
Yeah,
it's still 11 games though.
It's still 11 games, but normally around 10, it starts shaping up. Yeah, but to only have like 4 or 5 between third or fourth to like 13th, that it says a lot.
So 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, it says a lot about the season. But yeah, I just we wouldn't know until Liverpool goes through that bit. And we'll see.
Next 5 games is probably a big test for them anyway.
Yeah,
so.
massive
And then
test.
anyone hunting them down, us and City, you remember like in anything in life, it's a glimmer of hope. You need to see something. You need to see evidence. And for me, I've seen Forest go there and beat them. I'm not saying everyone's going to go to Anfield and beat them, but I've seen Forest go to Anfield with this Liverpool team and collect all 3 points and keep a clean sheet. Now, can another 2 or 3 teams do that in the next 27 games? It's yet to be seen, innit? But what we have seen is that they have dropped points at Anfield, and they can drop points.
We've seen
at
them
Anfield.
drop points.
Exactly. But what we've seen from us is that we've dropped points as well. So in order for us to win it, we really can't have, like I said, we have to, for me and the maths I've done, we have to win 22 football games. We have to win 22 football games, even stand a chance. And even if we win 22, we're saying out of those 5, we can only drop 5 games basically, whether that's 2 draws and 3 losses or 3 losses and 2 draws. So that's the difficulty of us trying to win it from a 9-point gap to this Liverpool side.
And I think, look, I certainly agree that it's not over, but I think you're almost putting yourself in a difficult situation, as you say, where now you have to go and win 20, 22, 23, and hoping the rest of them obviously drop points along the way. Right, so obviously international break going, we're now going to go into the next 5 games. And just to get your prediction. And
well, after Forest, or we're including Forest?
We're including Forest now. We're including Forest now.
Okay.
Because I initially went, because initially I think we were the reason why we did 5 because we thought
there was no
international, but we got it wrong. But now including Forest, we're now going into the next 5, and they are favourable games. Favorable. There's Forest at home, West Ham away, United at home, Fulham away, and Everton away. Everton at home. So 3 home games and 2 away games. I won't count West Ham as an away game because at the moment they're stinking.
No, it's away. It's a tough game. It's a tough place to go. It's a tough place to go.
They are stinking up the place.
It's a tough place to go. We beat them 6-0 last season. I don't see that happening this season.
But yeah, look. So what? Let's go. What do you think that before we go to Ham? How many are they getting from
if
that
I
5?
want to be reasonable, realistic, I'll say 10.
10.
Yeah, is that math even correct?
So that's 3 wins.
3 wins.
And
3 wins, 1 draw.
1 draw.
No, so
and a loss.
And a loss.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Let's do that. Because I set high expectation last time.
Yeah.
I need to balance it out.
Yeah.
What do you think you're getting out of it?
What I think we'll get, so the 3 home games was that 9 points, even though Forest at the moment is not a gimme. Yeah. And then Everton away kind of struggled their recent season. It's only been a 1-0 win or a loss there. Fulham, we need to get them back for last season. That was the only game we played shit last season. So, yeah, I'm going positive, man. I'm going to say we get 13 points. Yeah, I'm going to say we get 13. 4 wins and a draw.
Yeah, I was going to say
go 13.
I think the only team... Look, obviously depends on what Ruben does when he comes, but I think the only team that I see taking something away from you right now is Fulham. Yeah, and I don't see anyone else, and I can see you going.
Again, United could draw against us because
Ruben
could come.
You know what? To be fair, not in first, but I think you need the reason why if the not Forest game wasn't coming first, then I'll probably say it might be a difficult game because you need that game. You can't go through this 4 patch of games, not getting no points.
But I want to play Forest now. You know, like they've lost to Newcastle 3-1. I want to play them straight away. Yeah.
So fragile.
So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So coming in, I think that will almost be like a must-win game for you. So I do.
And we
think,
go first.
Yeah.
You play first before the other two that game.
Yeah. So I think you you beat Forest. So I'll say 13.
we have
I'll
to.
say 13.
That first game is gonna make me nervous though. Elanga and Hudson-Odoi in the wings, Chris Wood up top. Be a tough
I
game
don't think
still.
it'll be an easy game because especially
Be a tough game.
if you don't score early, the harder the game. The longer it takes you to score, the harder the game gets.
It'll be a tough game
because
still.
they do have pace in behind. I'm guessing you.
But I need to watch this Newcastle, see how Newcastle done again, how they got their goals against them.
Yeah.
I need to see
Counters.
that.
It was counters.
Was it?
Yeah, it was counters.
Okay. So that won't be our case.
Yeah.
If they ain't gonna give us the space.
Cool. Look, before we move on to United, just last thing on Arsenal. Obviously, the news came out this week. Edu's left the club. He's gone to the Nottingham Forest group. I don't know what it's called.
That fat owner.
When I heard about it, the only thing that I thought of is just probably is a bigger opportunity in terms of like the role. The role is bigger than what you currently have. So I think a lot of people are looking at it's just Nottingham Forest. And
He didn't leave for Forest though.
It's just not just leaving.
It's just
Forest.
simpletons though. You
Yeah.
have to understand that. Football is for simple-minded people anyway.
Yeah, so it's much.
It's a shame to have.
It's a shame, but
Yeah, because all people kept on saying is Forest and all of
He didn't leave for Forest.
It's not for Forest. It's bigger than that.
The group has got 3 other football teams.
Yeah, and they hoping to get more. And they're open to get more. And I'm guessing from the reports is that they're trying to make him the face of it to run everything. So
exactly.
it's a massive opportunity for him.
And you
But-
can lead the expansion, all of that stuff. So,
But what does that leave Arsenal, and how do you feel about that? Him not wanting to finish the project he started off with, like Mikel, and how does that make you feel? Because he's done well to bring in a lot of these players.
100%.
A lot of the players that the top players, your first 11, he's done well, and even like the ones that he hasn't brought in, making sure that the right managers with the under like. Jack, and all that, making sure that they're looking after the ones that you're bringing all through the academy as well.
Yeah.
So he has done a lot. So how do you feel about him leaving?
No, it's twofold for me. On a personal level, as a man, I have no issues with it. I have no issues with a better opportunity coming in. Definitely a better pay packet because we tried to almost like times. I know I can't remember the figure, but we tried to offer him.
Apparently the report
a
is
lot more.
you tried to offer him more, but he still said
way
no.
more than what he was on now. So on a personal level, if it's more exposure, more exposure, it's a bigger role with more cachet and more cash as well, then I don't begrudge him at all. Process or no process, leaving in November or not, as a man, if I'm him, I love Arsenal, but I'm going to die here. I have a family to feed.
with everything, you're trying to build your profile.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause his role is not just I have a job; it's how far can I get in football in general? Can I get to the top jobs in football?
100%.
And to get those, you need to build your.
And we can't tie him down because he played for Arsenal and he's loved. And we can't say his ceiling should be Arsenal. So for me, I don't begrudge him as a man. I wish him all the best in it. Yeah. And then on the person for Arsenal, it's a big blow for because he has pretty much him and Mikel and obviously Conke because they've bankrolled it. Josh and all them lot have changed the face of our football club. From like I said, I had to watch my team and I had to watch. What's his name? What's that Greek centre half? Papadopoulos or whatever his name is. Had to watch him play centre half with Mustafi and David Luiz and Bellerin and Kolasinac and Lucas Torreira. I like Guendouzi. Let me not question Guendouzi. 72 million on Nicolas Pepe. So there's a lot of shit I had to watch in recent years until Edu came in and slowly but surely the profile of player that we was getting was in line with. I can identify him as an Arsenal player. There was a big period of time when I couldn't identify the players that was coming through my club as Arsenal players. And Arsenal fans will know what that means. And obviously, rival fans that have watched Arsenal intently can say, oh, yeah, he looks like an Arsenal player. Like, think about it now. We look at Alexander Isak. And what's the first thing we think of?
Newcastle player.
No. He looks like an Arsenal player. You know what I'm saying? So I love. So in terms of what I mean by that is identity. He's bringing our identity back in terms of what we was bringing in, and obviously those hit and misses, and there's always gonna be hit and misses. You're
that's
a sporting director, technical director. You're not gonna hit all the time, but he hit with getting in Mikel. He hit with that because I think Mikel's a top manager, and then like I said, the profile players that he was bringing in, and those are what's shaping us on these title charges. It's the players that we brought in because a lot of them we brought in. So these Saka and Martinelli that you would say come from our academy and are a big part of our title runs that don't have to do with him. So for him, it's just a big thank you for like bringing my club back. And it's not just him, so I don't want to just say it's Edu. But he had a big part to play with in terms of the managerial appointment of Mikel and the players that he's allowed Mikel to get. So for me, it's going to be a big blow. Whoever replaces him has big shoes to fill because probably even bigger because a lot of Arsenal fans feel like we're almost there and we just need that number 9 or we need that left wing up. We don't need 10, 11, 12 players now. We just need another 2 or 3, whether they're world class or on the cusp, whether they're world class or on the cusp of world class, or they're the next best talent coming through that you need to go and identify and bring to this football club. And we think, because it's not 100% that we think that if you bring them in, we can go win those big honours. Instead of just challenging, we can actually win those big honours.
Yeah, and I think, it's probably harder for the next person that comes in because you're almost there.
Yeah.
Like you can, if it doesn't happen this season, then even because
Edu's done the hard job.
Yeah.
He's got rid of the rubbish
Exactly.
and he's brought in new talent.
Even if you don't get it this season, then comes the next season, that's when it becomes a harder job because now, okay, we're close again, but we still need to identify the players to make us closer this time around to get over the hurdle.
And I've identified them. I can put my email address at the bottom. Just holler at me.
Apply
I've
for the
identified them.
job now.
It's true, I might,
Apply for the job.
Because I know the players. I've identified them.
Apply for the job. But in terms of the role, what do you think of how he will get on with like the, I don't know what they're called, but Forest Group?
From what he's seen, it looked like he'll be competent. So I can't say too much about it, but he looks like somebody that's got ambition and approaches football or this footballing business in a sensible way. So let's see where he gets to.
Good luck to him, man.
All the best to him. All right, cool. Let's just move on to United. Our favorite club.
I hope you guys got the part where Ade said they're going to finish above us.
Did you say that?
You said that.
I'll say that.
You said that. He said it off camera. He said it off camera. And then Tommy said, we're coming. I don't know what that means, but he said, we're coming.
No.
We're going to win the league anyway. So
all right, cool. Look, we obviously Rude's final day was
As manager.
As manager.
it's
But
his
I don't
final
think.
day,
I think he
You
stays.
don't think he stays?
I don't think he
Freaking
stays because
as
I think he's
manager.
already shooting himself in the foot. From when I think I was talking to Ade about this. When you're saying that I want to
want
be
the
here,
job.
I want a job one day. Why would a manager want to keep you on?
Yeah, man.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Bro. He said, I'm happy to do whatever now, but I want a job one day. Can't stay.
The guy is not going to be able to trust you if you're making.
So he's got to
statements
go somewhere, do well.
Yeah,
and then
exactly,
come back.
and then come back.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I don't think. I'll be surprised if he wants to keep him.
'Cause I thought, all I heard was that he said he will hear today or tomorrow. Because obviously Ruben starts tomorrow,
I
innit?
don't want to hit.
I didn't say I'll pack his back.
I don't want him staying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see Ruben staying him anyway. I can't see Ruben keeping him around.
Cool.
Ruben want the handover.
Yeah, man.
No, the handover. that he did to Tom.
Yeah.
That's
like,
it.
who do you
Thank
think?
you.
Who do you think? Who can I rely on? Who
If
can't
I was
I
Ruben,
rely
I'd say, fuck you, bro. Not keeping me around, giving you no handover.
As long as he leaves the building, I don't care. Whoever he wants to see as he's leaving, cool. We shall leave the building.
All right, cool. Today's game, I think we missed it because we was somewhere today, but I did watch the highlights. Look, it was 3-0. Happy with the victory. As we was talking about, we're now on 0 goal
difference.
But the funny thing is, though, in terms of like, we just struggle to score goals because our goal, we haven't conceded that much goals, but we just can't score goals.
Yeah.
Like, I think
We
in the
conceded 12 in 11.
in the league, I think only Liverpool, Newcastle, and Forest conceded less than us. Apart from that, everyone's conceded more or pretty much the same. So in terms of like conceding, the goals we conceded is not our problem. We're just not getting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
And obviously that's the job for the manager coming in. In terms of today's game, there's not much to talk about. We won the game 3-0. I'm happy about that. Watched the game midweek. I still didn't think the performance was great midweek, but we won again. So
It's one of those ones that
I'm
we've
happy.
won 2 games, but we can't come and say that we're bad.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just like we've got points.
You just gotta get ready. The manager's back in. Should be here tomorrow. I'm sure they'll probably have his private jet ready.
Bro,
As soon as
They've just won 4-2.
it finished 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2.
As soon as that game against Braga finished, I'm sure his bag is already in the jet.
Yeah.
Waiting for him
Probably
to
already in
come.
Manchester. Why are you wasting time?
So yeah, look. In terms of the game, we're not going to go into too much detail into the game because it's the same old rubbish. I'll be
means
honest.
nothing.
It
We
mean-
just
and it
got
means
points.
nothing. We're just
Happy
happy
analyze
that.
it a bit, though.
Huh?
By a bit. What did you see in the highlights, though, that was positive, not positive?
Garnacho,
What can the
nice
manager
goal.
work with?
Garnacho's goal was a good goal,
Garnacho was a nice goal.
and it's nice for Bruno to get back on.
Bruno,
like,
yeah.
score
That's
sheet
Bruno's
as well.
first goal in the league, isn't it?
No, second.
In this, yeah.
No, he scored last week against Chelsea. The pen.
Yeah, the penalty.
Oh, the penalty.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully he can start scoring because ultimately I don't want him to be a stats monster. I still want to see him
be functional in the game. Yeah,
functional. But I know that might not be his forte. He might just be there to score goals and assists. So, and if that ultimately helps the team, then fantastic. Leicester, I don't have much to say against Leicester because I don't think they're the standard of team that's going to bother us. If Leicester are bothering us, then we've got.
They bothered us. Be there for too.
Yeah, because you guys went to sleep for a little while. You guys went to sleep for a little while. For the fact that you could still beat them 4-2. That means you just decided to switch back on.
Yeah, literally.
And kick on. Cool. And to be honest, like we're just waiting. Basically, it's nice to get a win in Europe because I didn't even think it was part of our statement, our club statement. I thought in the financial statements that they had said.
When was the last time you won in Europe though?
It's not by force.
It's been a minute though, isn't it?
It's not by force. It's that type of situation. So, we're just waiting for the new chapter. And what that looks like, I guess we'll find out before the international break's over.
It's good. So it was Bruno's goal. Good goal. Lovely build up with Diallo. Own goal was the second one.
Yeah, and then Garnacho's goal.
And then Garnacho.
Yeah. Amad needs to. I need to see him a bit stronger because every match. I think I said this beginning of the season as well, or even pre-season. I think I said it. Just doesn't seem very.
I've been saying it
very
ever
fragile.
since we bought him. That's the first thing I said. That's the thing I said about him. And you know the funny thing about Hamad is, I think technically and his overall game, like people might shoot me right now. I think it's better than Garnacho and Rashford. Because his game is not just they're pretty much one dimension. They put their head down, getting at defenders, and they're great at that. Don't get me wrong. That's what makes them so good.
Yeah, they play on the edge, don't they?
Yeah. But with him, he can slow it down, play with it a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot more
agile. Yeah, exactly to what he does. And technically, he's sound as well.
Yeah, there's a lot more thought process.
One of his weak points, which he hasn't improved on, is just can't cope with the physicality.
Yeah.
And that's probably what and he's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Because the Premier League, the fullbacks are robust and quick.
He can't.
Strong.
He's always on the ground. He's always
on the floor.
And as I said, when the first time I've ever watched him play, that's the first thing I said.
I remember
about
that was the first thing you said. And I even thought, okay, maybe it's just a strength thing.
Yeah.
But every match you're literally coming off.
Yeah.
Every single match. And it's like, bro.
He can't, and I think that's his problem. He can't cope with the physicality.
I can't.
That's probably one of his old. Obviously he hasn't had run of games like this before,
exactly.
innit?
I was gonna say,
so we haven't really seen more to like what else he needs to improve on. Because like Thursday had a good game, scored 2 goals,
2 good goals.
Yeah, off the bench and did it. So
and he got rewarded obviously today because obviously his performance on Wednesday.
He's got ability. He's got quick feet. He's a good player.
And that's what you want to see, even with like Garnacho being put on, because Garnacho's last 2 performances have been a stinker. Like it's just, bro. It's just
I think Garnacho is one of our best players.
Yeah, but
I actually think he's one of our best players.
He's been like, bro.
You might put your face like that, but it just says the statement of our team.
Oh yeah.
But Garnacho's actually compared to what we have, and the reason he misses so much is because he puts himself in such great positions.
But it's not with a miss though. It's like, and I hope the new manager can help him. It's not just the miss. It's just his decision making is so poor.
Yeah, 100%.
It's things that he does.
100%.
I can't, bro. He frustrates me to watch him for 90 minutes, and he's a top like.
He's a baby. He's a baby.
Exactly. I was gonna say. I'm not gonna.
And that's why I can't crucify him.
Yeah,
because he's 20, and that's what he's got on his side. And I hope they can help him develop his game.
I'm watching a 17-year-old that Barcelona move mad.
Yeah,
he's 17.
But not everyone's like that. There's levels, or not everyone's gonna be.
Generational. He's a different.
I'm just saying we're using age because even I'm catching myself. We're using age to say that. Because even I done it today. When I was watching him with my missus, I was thinking, I don't rave about him as much as everyone else because I think his decision making is on the floor, innit? And whatnot. And I said, but I give him grace because he's 20. I realized, no, bro, I shouldn't give him grace. If he's playing for United and he's the starting left winger, his decision making should be at a level where it needs to be at.
We're saying that he's probably one of the best players because we're shit now. But the thing is, you see this boy that's got talent and he can add to the team. You're going to bring him up anyway. At another team, he might not be starting. He's starting.
You're just hoping that he gets that. He has that. But that's something to work with a new manager.
Even with that, I won't say because he's playing for United, his decision should be breaker. Every player each individual is different. So like because Lamal's doing it, he's 17 is great. Not all 18, 19-year-olds are doing that. Some people develop late, so they are different. Like each individual can be different, and you can only hope that he can develop that over the years. But as you said, bro, I can't disagree with you more. His decision making bro, I can't watch it. It's cringing sometimes. I have to, like, bro, I don't understand what he's doing. And it's not just the decision making as well. It's the basic stuff, like simple passes to like someone can make an overlap. You can't get the ball to them. It's a simple overlap. Just give him the ball. And
when I watch him play, my observation other than that is he plays for himself a lot.
So
he
plays for himself a lot.
Literally, as we've been talking about this, so as you were questioning his performances, first thing that went back to my mind was when he used to play in the youth team. He played by himself.
Yeah,
plays himself.
but he still has that trait in him.
Yeah,
and that's what I feel as if they can use him at wing back, because in those matches you take the ball from like wing back, run the whole length and score, and that's where the same issue is. When I came back from Nigeria, I just used to play as a striker. I didn't used to pass the ball to nobody. So when I came out and started playing 11 side here, I couldn't pass it to anyone because all I used to do was put the ball in the back of the net. And it was over time that I now started learning that.
You got to play. You got to play with your teammates.
Yeah, you got to play
with
your
teammates. I can do that because the changing scenario and situation meant I learned new skills.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why I said with him and Rashford, they're just one dimension. And that's where Amad's game differs from them. And he can slow the game down and get others involved and speed it up when he wants. And until you learn and able to understand that, it's hard, bro. It's hard for me to watch him, man. And because the thing is, and it's frustrating because you see it with a lot of United players over the years. You know they've got the potential and talent in there, and it's just. But you just understand the game and learn to improve. Don't think you can put your head down and do the same. And I think you summed it up pretty well. He just plays for himself. I think there's nothing else to it apart from that. Because if he really wants to improve his game, and hopefully like the new manager helps him with that, you can't just put your head down and
And that's a good project for the new manager though. Because he's got a player on his hands.
If he's hungry,
he'll want to
2 to 3 years he'll learn.
He will learn.
Yeah. He says Ronaldo's his idol though.
Yeah.
Exactly, but Ronaldo, when Ronaldo started, he wasn't Ronaldo after a few years. You get me? So if he's really hungry and he wants what he says he wants,
and those two are the perfect example. We're talking about some players just getting it straight away, generational talent. Messi came in and he got it straight away. It took Ronaldo time. It took Ronaldo like 2-3 years here. So some players they're just generational talent where they was born to do this.
Basically,
like it's as simple as that.
It was witchcraft that their parents used to get them.
There's no reason for Lamine to be this good.
Bro, it's as if that
no reason.
As if they've been playing 90 minutes since they've been in the belly. That's how they are, look. And you can't understand how they understand the game this much at such a young age. Because a lot of young kids now, like my son, they don't watch 90 minutes. No. So when you, especially in this generation, when you now see a player like him at 17, have so much understanding of the game, you're thinking, what's going on? And that's something we'll learn. I like to think that Ruben Amorim will teach him like one of the basic things for a forward player, or even a midfield player that's attacking, that there's more than one pace to a game of football. 100%. So I know you want to play on the wing, and I know you want to beat your fullback at every given opportunity.
Sure. But the problem is that sometimes they cut back when they shouldn't be cut back.
But you can speed it up, and you can do it. And you don't have to take your fullback on a run every
single time. Well, we had the discussion last week that United would get so much better by just decision making. We literally said this
simple
last week.
as
just by decision making alone, without anything else.
And I agree because it's and the thing is, obviously we're highlighting him, but we can talk about a lot of the experienced players in the team doing the same thing. Doing the exact same thing. But obviously he had a good impact today when he came off the bench. Yeah, and the point I was trying to make with him coming on and scoring a goal is that that's what you want to see. You've had 2 or 3 stinkers where you're just doing total rubbish. Beautiful goal. Amad obviously had a performance on Wednesday because I'm sure if Hamad had that performance on Thursday, he probably would have started him on Rashford again. He rewarded Hamad.
Rashford doing nothing.
And Rashford didn't do nothing.
Rashford's doing nothing.
When I heard the starting lineup, I was like, what did Rashford do?
Yeah, I watched the game.
I was confused.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. I was confused.
I don't know. I actually. I have nothing to say on Marcus because I actually
don't know what. Literally.
So I feel like I'm just watching a depressed football player. I'm watching someone that's almost like he's been forced to go out there and perform.
Like my career's done. I'm just here.
Yeah. Because I literally, bro, I watched him today, and I can't tell you that I saw him do anything of note.
In most games, I'm just, you're still here. You are still here. Like, that's the situation now.
And that's why I said last week, a new manager, I'd love for him to come in and just say, give him a couple. I say, cool, on bench.
I'll love it.
I would love it.
You're not playing
that.
Yeah.
Because I was shocked that he started today.
Yeah, you're not playing no more. You're not playing no
I'm
more.
really shocked. So it's a
Like,
shame.
it'll be. I can't wait to see what the manager does. But look, let's just go through. So same thing with Arsenal. We went through we predicted
100
games
points.
in terms of how many he was gonna get in the 12. So I obviously said 9 because obviously we said 5 games, isn't it? But we're not gonna review the 5. We're just gonna review the 4. So we've got 7 out of like 12, and I think that's pretty much what Ade guessed.
So you had it top. I had 6. You had it tops at 7, innit?
Yeah,
tops at 7.
7, yeah. But we didn't play the last game. So
Who was the last game though? Who would be the last
Ipswich.
game?
Ipswich. Yeah.
They would have beat you. Yeah.
They would've beat you. Look, his next 5 games are not. It's not going to be easy, and it'll be interesting to see
9 points.
how he gets on. The home games, hopefully, he can get something out of the home
9
games.
points.
But
Cool, let's
so we
run
have 5 games, 3 away games: away to Ipswich, at home to Everton, away to Arsenal, at home to Forest, and away to City. I'll be honest with you, I want to see 6 from that.
9 points.
Oh, mad.
Which one do you think we're going to lose?
Arsenal and City.
And then which other one?
Yeah, so that means you'll say 9
Oh,
then,
sorry.
Tom.
No, I'll say 7. Say 7.
So
Which one do you
where's the
think we'll
draw?
Might be Forest.
Today, I tell you, Forest, we beat them 1-0.
So we said that. So we say 9 points.
9
Yeah.
points.
9 points.
9 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say 7. Sorry, I'll say 7.
9 points.
7. What do you say?
7.
7?
7.
Yeah,
7
I'll say
points.
7. Because
9 points.
I think we...
He ain't a magician.
No, you also me here. 9 points.
So you're saying the 9 points is gonna be
Ipswich.
Forest, Ipswich, and
Everton.
Everton.
Yeah, 9
Everton
points.
away or at home.
At home.
At home.
Okay,
9
Everton at
points.
home, you're beating them.
9 points.
Forest at home, that's maybe where that draw.
Draw,
comes
yeah.
from.
That's where I think the draw.
And then
Ipswich away.
Ipswich away.
Yeah.
9 points.
I think we beat
Ipswich away is his first game, isn't it? Is that
Yeah.
Is that mid
Sunday.
Oh, it's not 12:30 kick Saturday. I thought it was
No,
12:30
it's
kick
Sunday kickoff. No, yeah, that's his first
Kieran
game.
McKenna.
Give me.
Yeah, look, I think that's it, man. In regards to the before and after. All right, cool. Let's just quickly round up this week's game. We had Brentford, Bournemouth.
Entertainment.
Entertaining game.
As you normally get.
See, what's that keeper, that Chelsea keeper that plays for Bournemouth?
Kepa.
How that goal went in? That I've just seen the goal.
No, I've not seen none of the games.
Is it the third? No, it was the one that is the equalizer because you know they made Bournemouth scored 2-1 straight away. They went to the other end and they made it 2-2. How the hell he's let that goal went in? It was even worse than Thingy's one, that Sanchez one today at Chelsea.
Chelsea should have just kept Kepa. All their goalkeepers are shit.
All 9 of them.
They all 9 of them are shit.
And then Russo has come back from injury, just banging in goals.
Yeah.
Well,
I've always liked him.
yeah,
I've
always liked him. And I was telling, was it you guys? I was telling that I also met him. He just is a straight up guy.
He's going to get you 10, 11, 12
guy.
Premier League goals.
Yeah, I've always liked him.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant tell.
They don't miss Tony.
I said it from
They
get-go,
don't miss
though.
Tony.
But they've been saying it from
You
last
supplement
season.
in
Everyone's screaming his name. They didn't need him.
Wemmo and Whistles goals together. They don't miss
Oh,
him.
everyone's screaming his name. They didn't need him.
Okay, cool. Palace and Fulham.
Palace.
Palace are currently in the relegation zone. They are struggling.
Yeah, they're struggling. They could go down.
Do you?
Right,
and
he's on the chopping block though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
him, Lopetegui, Gary O'Neill, them 3.
Yeah.
And Ange, them 4. Yeah, and Ange.
we'll
that
talk
can
about
get
Ange in a
sacked.
sec.
One of them 4 gonna get sacked first.
With Palace,
But big up Fulham though.
we can understand Alicia going because obviously
Big and brighter.
it was a bigger team.
Yeah,
bigger
they
teams are
came
always
in
going to
for
come.
it.
They
Someone
came in
came
for
in.
him.
No one came in for Eze.
But the one that their fans is scratching their head over right now is Anderson. Like, you're not going to
that
send him
shocks
to
me.
your local rival, like your rival. Like, you're going to be, whatever position you guys normally compete for the same thing. You're selling, what's that 40 million going to do for you that you're selling?
It's
I
for
feel- I
Crystal
feel
Palace,
as
but
if-
we can't say the Crystal
Yeah, I
Palace.
feel as if there was
That
something
40
behind
million,
it.
yeah, that 40 million can do something for
Because
them.
when they made the
Nah,
bid,
Palace has got
I
money.
thought-
Yeah, but that 40 million can do something for them. It's the value though. No, but if I value
yeah,
Ade
yeah.
at 40 million and you come in and want to pay 40 million, there you go.
Yeah. Or if I
But
value
then-
at 20,
I value
you
them.
come with
They
40.
value them and they put
Replace
them.
him with someone else decent.
They
though.
got Lokeretz or whatever that young boy that plays centre back.
and
They
Riyad
got him.
as well.
Yeah, they
It's
got
just
yeah, they got
it's
centre
not
backs in.
happening because especially you build a partner with him and
100%,
Gaye,
but
and they've been
everyone
playing
has
well.
a price.
Yeah, but in their heads, it probably wasn't going to be turning out like this.
Yeah, that
100%.
is. I think that's backfired.
It has.
Or at least it's 1 year. You can understand it, but this one has backfired massively.
Like when I heard they placed a bid,
Yeah.
I was 100%
That they were gonna reject it.
That they were going to reject it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
in my head, it wasn't even a thing. I just heard it and I laughed. So when I saw it, I was like,
Same.
shit.
Same.
Like, I didn't even think it was going to happen.
Same. But I'm not. I get it. I get why Steve Parish and them lot say if this is what we value them, and they're probably thinking how many more years are we going to get out of a 28-year-old centre half, and if they want to pay this for him, then yeah, cool.
And if he leaves,
and they weren't going to sell Mark. They knew that once they sold Anderson, they weren't going to sell Mark.
In hindsight now,
My thought was the partnership is
kicking
lovely.
himself.
The partnership of Guehi and Anderson.
Well, I'm saying now you're from a team that should be potentially reaching top 10, like challenging to be top
like
10
11,
table,
12,
whatever
9,
it is.
10, yeah.
You're now fighting relegation because you let him go for 40 million. Is it worth it? Because what you're going to lose...
They let him and Olise go.
But Olise is understandable.
Yeah, but that was going to
I'm saying, but they're taking out goals out there.
Olise, you get that. See what I'm saying? But now the dagger is already in because you're now pushing the dagger even a lot deeper by letting this go to... And look what on the flip side, look what Fulham's doing.
Yeah. Anderson's a good player.
And he's a good player, and that's my point. He's a good player, bro.
I'm saying that's what they value them at. They're probably thinking, we don't know how many more years he had on his contract. They might think,
and it was so, and in the way they play, it's so important to how they play, bringing the ball out the back as well.
And he might have wanted another challenge as well.
Fair enough. Fulham before he might have wanted to go.
Yeah, but we all agree it's Crystal Palace's loss, it's Fulham's gain, bro.
100%.
Fulham's gain, proper centre, and he's a centre half. Last point, he's a centre half that someone like Calvin Bassey needs because Bassey plays all the attributes, but he plays a bit on the edge and he's got Anderson who's just cool, calm, collected, Scandinavian centre half, can play as well. He'll help Bassey on the ball as well. So he's a perfect partner.
And that's why his partnership with Gay was working perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah. So, and Guehi's better than Bassey.
Yeah.
What kind of?
No, I'm just saying.
I was making a
point.
All right, cool. On the next topic,
but Smith Rowe scored again.
On the next topic on managers going, we got West Ham. I watched the game. Yes, I'll be honest with you, they are bad.
No, against.
How did you watch the game?
No, I was out. I went to London Stadium now.
Oh, you at the game, yeah?
Yeah, I watched the London Stadium to watch the game now.
Okay.
They're shambolic.
No, they.
But when I saw the 0-0 result come through, so yeah, they're both.
When they beat us, that's why I was so gutted. Remember before we played them, I said,
we have to got in there. Oh my days!
Before we played them, I was like, there's no way we have to win.
I'm telling you, Ham,
and the performance, we should have been 6-0 up. For a team that shit,
unless there's some sort of miracle happen by the time they plays you. There's no way you're going to be happy going there.
We beat them 6 last season.
I'm making everyone captain.
There's no way you'll go there and you'd be upset if you don't get at least 3 points.
I reckon you get 8 points. You score 8 goals.
Messi will get 8 points. The league will give us more points.
No, bro.
They're in the mire.
They are so bad.
They're in the mire.
So bad.
Yeah, they're in the mire.
I don't know how they turn it around. Unless if they sack the manager right now, I just don't see how.
Just give him time.
Give him time, please.
They have to get relegated. So give him time.
By Bowen or somebody.
Obviously, Wolves saved Gary O'Neill 2-0 against Southampton.
Yes,
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, happy for Gary. Yeah.
Look, I honestly think Wolves.
I don't give a damn about it.
I think they should keep him on because he's not season after season they keep losing like a player, innit? So like the season before they lost Ruben Neves.
I don't care again.
They might losing all their players. Ruben Neves is gone. Jairzinho's gone. Pedro's gone.
Yeah, so it's hard for him. So I honestly think they'll keep him, but I'm glad. And Cunha,
good players there. Matthias Cunha, good player. He's a good player,
bro.
bro.
This season, I remember we was linked to him.
Yeah, he's better than Gabriel Jesus. I take him over Gabriel Jesus today.
And he sees his goal yesterday.
Good player.
Oh, good player.
Straight
strike.
And he's one of them. Like you can tell when you watch him. Guy's brain is working as he's playing football. You know when he's not just running and his brain is working.
No, you know why
he's playing football. He's a worker, but
you know what I found out today, which I didn't think it was true. I can't believe it. Apparently, in the Premier League, since this has been in Arsenal, he's only scored 15 goals.
Yeah, but how many more did you think he scored though?
Sometimes you talk like
exactly. Wait,
15 goals.
Yes.
So where did you see him scoring?
That's what I'm saying.
15.
No,
what in all the season together?
You know what it is.
He might well become amazing.
You know what it is, Ade? He scored against United. He scored against United last season. That Tom thought, all right, he scored more goals. He scored more goals.
Multiplying those goals.
Nah.
Matthias
Cunha's better than him. Matthias Cunha's better than him.
Bro, I couldn't believe it.
More effective or whatever. Maybe
Yeah.
more ability, Gary Jesus, but Cunha's effective. Yeah, and happy for Wolves.
Cool. I think we touched on a bit on Brighton beating Man City.
No, that was a good second half performance.
Yeah.
That second half performance on Brighton.
When I saw the second goal going, I was like, is this a delay from the first goal?
No,
Then I was like, oh,
I don't know
shit,
whatever the manager said to
man.
them at half time.
Second half was top.
And I've been waiting to see O'Reilly as well. So.
Nah, good performance. He brought on Baleba at half time, and obviously.
And the 2 substitution scores as well. So
When I was Mrs. sitting next to me, as soon as he brought João Pedro on, sit up. You know, like when you sit up properly. Goal and assist straight away. Goal and assist. Goal and assist because he is. I know we're gonna bring it back to Jesus again, but he is like the younger, like what Jesus was like that younger version. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we should trade with them. Yeah. Take Jesus, give us João Pedro.
Because I know to be Pedro, he's more. He has an eye for goal. He doesn't do all those fancy stuff like.
But he wants to do all the fancy stuff though,
wants
Tom.
to, yeah.
He wants to. He's Brazilian. It's in him to do the
I
fancy
didn't
stuff.
rate him when he was at Watford.
I was
rate
gonna
It's
say
in
the
him.
same thing.
It's
I
in
remember
him.
when
When he was at Watford, what was he doing?
I remember when you said when they
All
bought
that
him.
stuff.
all that fancy
Yeah.
stuff.
When they bought him, I
I
remember
did
you
not
saying that you didn't rate him
Yeah.
because he was doing too much.
Too much off.
But he had all the bags of ability.
I'd watched him live even, and I'm like,
What?
all this nonsense you're doing, why are you doing it? But he's coming to the Premier League and he's doing what he needs to.
But he hasn't taken that. But the flair is still there.
He's still there, but he doesn't do too much.
Yeah, when I see him, he just pops up to the right area and does what he's got to do.
He's impressing me.
Like
And when he's
especially
at
where he
Watford,
pops up
bro.
as well. Yeah, now
Give them Jesus, give me João Pedro, bro. Literally, bro.
how many more Brighton? Remember when the Brighton fans was coming from you?
It's fine.
Don't let them come for you again.
Fine.
bro.
It's fine. I'm just saying, all I need is Baleba
Just take
and
the whole thing.
João Pedro. No, I just need 2. I just need 2. Right now, the current crop is not really
need
cropping like
Welbeck
that.
as well.
No, the current crop is not really cropping like that.
Need Welbeck.
But no, I don't need that. I've had Danny before. Danny was with us. Danny was brilliant with us.
But now he's better.
Danny was brilliant with us.
Cool. Liverpool beat Villa 2-0. I think it's easy to say Mo Salah has probably been the best player. He's been the best player this season so far, isn't it? Is there anyone?
He's been scoring goals.
Yeah, like, he's been impacting games
No, but
as
he's
well.
been
He's
goals
been
and
impacting
assists, though.
games. He's been
Goals and assists in terms of how much in games do you see him?
no, but I do.
But
I think
that's Salah all day, though. That's Salah.
No, but
Yeah.
that's
That-
it,
no, but that is Mohamed
no,
Salah,
But it's the same thing as if I'm going to do a PFA Player of the Year, we gave it to Haaland because he scored mad goals. But in terms of being an all-round player, you don't give it to him unless he scored.
no, but I think I've seen Salah do more. I can't like even yesterday's game, bro. Like even the balls he was giving to Nunes.
Salah's
I've seen him do
on
more.
point still.
I'm not saying I hear what you're saying. Like a lot of the time, there will be games. Majority of these games, more than often, is he's quiet, pops in out of nowhere.
Yeah,
but
I've seen other sides
but
of him. Like
I've actually
those
seen him.
drills he's doing across.
Yeah,
across.
Across,
But whether it's
yeah.
the best player, like
yeah. I'm just saying if
it's a discussion. It's a discussion.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who
I
else.
say if we was going to give it first 11 games, they're top of the table. Goals and assists is through the roof. His performance levels aren't in the bin. So I would probably say, yeah, he has been. And Liverpool haven't been, like we said, have we been impressed by Liverpool overly? No, but they're still getting over liners because Mohamed's doing anything. Because even yesterday against Villa, I thought Villa played well. I thought Villa put a good account of themselves.
But it's funny we're saying that.
And Liverpool got their goals both on a counter attack.
Yeah, they've scored the most goals and conceding the least.
They go down
Yeah.
attack now.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what they do now.
yeah.
That's what they do now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's be honest.
But good finish. I mean, I always rip Darwin Núñez. I don't want to speak, but that was a good finish from him.
And that was a
And
And
then
then
the
he-
terrible one. And I tweeted it.
As soon as I saw the second, I was like, "That's the Nunes."
Bro,
That's
and I
what
tweeted
we
it.
know.
And that little 5 minute, whatever it happened, that sums him
Sums
up
him up.
in a nutshell.
Yeah, 100%.
Instinct, because I've seen it with Theo Walcott for years. Let Theo run onto something, go. Let him have to think about the finish. It's going into that. You see behind that wood, that's where it's going. That's where it's going.
shit.
All right, cool. United. We talked to United. Forest lost 3. Newcastle beat Forest 3-1.
Yeah, big result for Newcastle.
Big result for Newcastle.
Big.
When Forest won 1-0 up, I was thinking, what the hell's going on here? Like, this team doesn't understand that they're not supposed to be in this position. But big win for Newcastle. And they're coming back into their own anyway. I didn't watch the game. I haven't seen the game.
Seen the goals, but they were like counters.
Yeah. But he'll be happy though. That's what's that. Isak now 4-8 in the league now,
Cool.
I think.
And just to finish up quickly, we don't have much time. The last game, your favourite team have no other team to finish up with than Spurs. I just look.
Ange out. Sack him now. He don't know what he's doing. Shit manager. I have no idea what he's doing, mate.
I just don't know what's going on there, man. Like, they're just so inconsistent. One minute you get a big win, next minute you lose to like
Wild.
at home as well.
Ipswich.
At home.
Wild.
I just can't believe it.
At home in front of your new fans in a lovely stadium.
Brother,
The lovely stadium.
They got 4 big screens. My team don't have 1. Yeah? 4. Yeah.
But let's just.
What are we saying about him though? Are we saying it's a blip? Are we saying it's him? Is it the players? What are we saying about it? Because they are massive.
it has to
Bro,
be a
they lost the Palace
combination.
away. They're losing
It
the
has to
Ipswich
be a
at home. What is
combination,
it?
It's a combination.
It has to be a combination.
I can't lie. I like him, but at the same time, the way he plays football, he doesn't have the players.
You're dying on your sword.
Yeah,
You're
he's literally dying.
Sword.
As
But
much
if
as I
it's not
like
working,
how he plays football, he doesn't have the tools. So he's as if he's keep forcing it time and time again. And whether the managers leave is going to back him, because who did they really bring in this summer?
Just bare youngsters.
Yeah, just bare
Bergval,
youngsters.
Gray.
Yeah, and he's not using them. So
Yeah, a lot of youngsters. I think that's
And-
it. Though.
very good youngsters.
and he's not willing to play any other way, which is fine.
You die on your sword.
If you're going to die on your sword, die on your sword. And he's up
Die
to-
on it, bro. When they
Yeah.
sack you, die on your
Yeah.
sword. At least
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
sack him,
yeah,
he can
yeah,
say,
yeah.
I went out my
went
own
out
way.
my
Yeah,
way.
yeah. And that's exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
Like, he just wants to
But
play his
losing
way.
at home to Ipswich, it's mad.
But it's mad. It's
wild,
mad.
bro.
No. They lost to Ipswich.
It's mad. Alright, cool.
I do. I hope it's that in the quiz. When was the last time Ipswich won a Premier League game? Because that's got to be. I can't even tell you when it was.
No, it's today.
I can't believe it's the first time this is the first win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mad.
It's mad, isn't it?
Cool. We don't have time.
But
Let's,
the lap scored again.
Yeah. We'll
lap
keep an eye on him.
let's just go into.
Right, let's jump into the quiz. That Samuel guy scored for Porto again, you know. He's scoring. Chelsea should have snapped
What was
him
wrong
up.
with his dry lips, bro? All over. Did you see it? He got called up to the Spanish team, bro. His lips was moving.
Yeah,
mad.
I saw
Were you
that.
there when he walked from Africa? Do you know the conditions he's grown up in? No. So don't talk about it. Yeah?
No. I was thinking this guy must have ate chalk before this interview, bro.
Cool. Let's go.
was
Let's go.
looking mad.
We don't have
All
time.
right, guys. Quiz 1 to 10 as usual. Play along at home. See if you can beat the boys. I made it super easy this week.
Yeah, you did stop saying that, bro.
All right, cool.
Stop saying that. You just go straight to the quiz.
Okay, cool.
Stop saying that.
All right.
Every week,
Number
bro.
1. Which team has the most relegations in Premier League history?
Oh my god.
Which team has the most relegations in Premier League history?
The most relegations in Premier League.
Which team has been relegated from the Premier League the most times?
Gotta be
All right.
one or the other. I don't know which one. I'm just
Number 2. This one, I'm actually going to give you an option of 3, right?
What?
Yeah, it's me being kind.
Don't be kind, bro. Just answer.
All right, cool.
No, please.
Don't be kind. Just answer
that's
the question,
that's
bro.
it. What's the highest
Undermining
scoring,
our ability.
What's the highest scoring Premier League game? What was the score and who were the teams that were involved? So you have to get all of them to get the mark.
Okay.
Highest scoring Premier League game.
I could be completely wrong, but I've got one.
Number 3. Who has won more Premier League titles, Arsenal or Chelsea? Number 4.
Premier League? Or
Premier
just
League.
league
Premier
titles?
League.
The Barclays Premier League, yeah.
Premier League. Number 4. What is the RB Leipzig stadium called?
Oh, no.
Number 5. What country does Everton striker Beto represent?
I don't see him play.
What country does Everton striker Beto
Oh,
represent?
Has he played for them?
Hey, nah.
And you've seen him like.
What are you doing?
Does he get called up?
The reason why I added this because I had no idea. I thought he was from another nation. But number 6. In 2007, Ronaldo and Messi came 2nd and 3rd respectively in the Ballon d'Or. Who came first?
2007.
2007.
2007. Ronaldo and Messi came 2nd and 3rd respectively.
And 7.
That was question 6. Question 7. Argentina has won the most Copa America tournaments. Give me the name of either of the teams tied in second.
Argentina and
Argentina have won the most Copa Americas, and there are 2 teams tied in second. Give me a name of either team. Tied in second. Number 8, Dele Alli moved to Tottenham Hotspurs from which EFL club?
oh man,
How many teams were there in the very first Premier League season?
did they reduce it or increase it?
I'm going to tell you 1 second.
2007. Come on, Ham, man. 2007. Oh, 2007. Who won the Champions League that year? My man's won it.
Number 10.
Number 10. Who's the first striker to score 100 Premier League goals for 2 different clubs?
Ooh,
Two
good
different
question.
clubs.
Good question. Good question.
Oh wow.
100
100 goals, Premier League goals for 2
for
different
2
clubs.
different. No, it's not my man. My man did that.
Only be one person, bro. It can't be. If there's someone else, I'll be.
100 for 2 clubs.
All right, so let's go through the answers. Which team has been relegated the most times? Norwich.
Yes.
6
I
times.
think it was them or Burnley, but yeah, I went for them.
Highest scoring Premier League game?
Tottenham Wigan 9-1.
United, West Brom 5-5.
Portsmouth versus Reading 7-4.
Jesus.
Who has won more Premier League titles, Arsenal or Chelsea?
Chelsea,
Chelsea for sure. What is the RB Leipzig stadium called?
Red Bull.
I can't give you that, but it's close. Red Bull Arena.
Oh, come on. You can't give me that.
Just say
Just
Super
Red
Malts.
Bull, Super Malts.
No. Fanta.
Which country does Everton striker Beto represent?
Guinea.
Panama.
Equatorial Guinea.
It's wrong. Guinea-Bissau.
Ade, come on, man. Okay, give Tommy his Red Bull. Give Tommy his Red Bull. Give Tommy his Red Bull.
Nah.
I said Guinea though, Ade, bruv.
There are plenty Guineas. Plenty Guineas.
You see the B there? Look, I said Guinea B.
Guinea B. Guinea B.
Kati Bini.
Guinea B. Kalonje B.
Unlucky.
I said Guinea though, Ade. Come on, man. We're going to get closer than that.
There are a few Guineas out here. In 2007, Ronaldo and Messi came second and third, respectively.
Is this when
in the
Italy won
Ballon
the World Cup?
No, Italy won in 2006. You might be right, actually.
Cannavaro.
No,
Ronaldinho.
Kaká.
Oh, fuck.
Argentina has the most Copa America wins. Give me a name of the team
I
tied
just
in
put
second.
Brazil.
Chile.
Chile.
Yes.
Chile and Uruguay.
I was going to put Uruguay, you know.
Yeah, that would be my default.
Yeah.
Dele Alli moved to Tottenham Hotspur from which EFL club?
MK Dons.
Yep. How many teams originally competed in the Premier League, the very first Premier League?
24.
I put 18.
22.
Damn. Slap in the middle.
Who was the first striker to score 100 Premier League goals for 2 different
It's got to
clubs?
be him. Alan
There's
Shearer.
only one person.
There's
Alan
no
Shearer.
way.
Alan
Yeah,
Shearer,
there's no
yeah.
way. I'm like,
It's not
how many
possible.
people even got 200?
When you get talking, I'm like, helping each other.
Yeah, how many people even got 1, 2, 4? Every week, Sha. When are we going to go past 4? You should give me Red Bull.
I mean, I'm just maintaining my lead. That's it. I'm
Just
just maintaining my lead.
All right, listeners, let us know how you went this week.
Let me
Let us
see.
know if you beat the boys.
I'm trying to think. What would I have got, though? No, I wouldn't have got none of them.
Just a quick one. If you can see the hat that we're wearing, is one of our boys, Mike Agar. He's launching it next year, so just look out for it. His website launching in January. I'll try and get the details and pull it in a future episode. I'll pull in like
See us with a few more merchandise.
Yeah, you see off a few more merchandise. So just look out for it. It's not launching until next year, but just look out for it. So we're gonna give him a shout out. He's one of our one of the original
gang.
One of the original.
Should have gone pro.
Yeah.
Being lazy.
Cool. I think that's it. We're international break. No episode next week. Gets to the sticky stage.
At least it gives you guys 2 weeks to laugh at Spurs.
I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening, people. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe.
And we'll be back after international.
Safe.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.